Welcome to LVT-SHOWBIZ, the place to get the fastest, highest quality, most interesting updates and new perspectives on Chinese entertainment.
Kai and Tan Songyun, a silent love story that touched the world. Opening, a story that begins at the airport. Amid the bustling chaos of the airport, flashes from cameras lighting up the space, and the cheers of fans echoing all around, Tan Songyun appeared in the simplest of outfits, a white t-shirt, jeans, and a soft smile that felt like the spring breeze. She didn't need flashy clothes or an extravagant star aura to captivate hearts. Her warmth, sincerity, and grounded presence alone were enough to leave people mesmerized. Not far from the spotlight, among the rows of seated guests, sat a tall man in a simple gray suit, silently watching. It was none other than Kai, the actor who had shared countless sweet moments on screen with Tan Songyun. He didn't speak. He didn't pose beside her for photos. But his eyes never once left the petite figure in front of him. Perhaps it was in that exact moment that a real-life romantic tale quietly began to unfold. Kai beside her in silence, love without grand gestures. At the following event, Tan Songyun radiated under the spotlight. While all eyes were on her, Kai watched quietly from a distance. No selfies, no headline-grabbing comments, but his presence alone spoke volumes. Anyone could sense that his feelings for her weren't trivial. He didn't need to make a splash or seek attention. True love doesn't require grand declarations, it hides in the smallest acts, a loving glance, being there when it matters most, or simply waiting patiently while she finishes her work. In a world of showbiz filled with drama and fabrication, Kai's silent yet steadfast affection felt like a refreshing breeze, gentle, real, and deeply touching. And then, just as the event ended, something unexpected happened. As Tan Songyun stepped off the stage, she caught a familiar gaze. Kai approached with a tender smile and whispered, "You did great, my love." Her cheeks flushed red, her eyes sparkled, and the way they looked at each other made time seem to stop. He didn't need to say more. The way he looked at her was enough for everyone around to feel the admiration and care embedded in every subtle gesture. That was the look of a man who truly cherished the woman beside him, not for her fame or beauty, but for her bright spirit, kind heart, and quiet strength. To outsiders, his gestures might have seemed ordinary, but to them, they were everything, a testament to a deep, respectful love. The internet goes wild, a couple that sparked a frenzy. Soon after, the internet exploded. Photos and videos capturing their interactions went viral within hours. Fan sites big and small, from China to beyond, began flooding timelines with clips, comments, and adoring captions. "This is the kind of love worth waiting for. Please, stop being so adorable." I had lost faith in love, but watching them made me believe again. Even without an official announcement, their fleeting glances, soft smiles, and brief touches were enough to send social media into a frenzy. Footage of Kai gently carrying Tan Songyun's bag, or walking beside her through a crowd as if the world had melted away, quickly turned into trending topics across Asia. It felt like a fairy tale, one that people couldn't stop watching. Through nothing but eye contact and subtle intimacy, Kai and Tan Songyun reignited people's belief in fate. Sincerity that set them apart. Unlike many couples accused of staging romance for publicity, Kai and Tan Songyun won hearts with their authenticity. No PR stunts, no chasing the media spotlight, just quiet support for each other, both behind the scenes and on public stages. Their bond felt like a soft love song, no dramatic high notes, yet deeply moving. Kai always maintained a respectful distance during public appearances, never overshadowing Tan Songyun's glow. He chose to remain in the background, a steady presence she could always lean on. And Tan Songyun never flaunted her private life, but the way she looked at him spoke volumes. Kai never sought to steal the spotlight. Instead, he was always the quiet observer, the one waiting with open arms. This wasn't a love filled with noise, but one with depth, steady and unwavering. There were no couple selfies for attention, no sweet captions for clout. Yet their actions built trust and admiration. This was a love defined by consistency, a kind of love that doesn't shout but stays. From screen to reality, the "You Are More Beautiful Than Starlight" couple. Their chemistry wasn't a coincidence. From their first collaboration in "You Are More Beautiful Than Starlight," the production team was stunned at how naturally they acted together. Romantic scenes, conversations, and glances flowed effortlessly, as though no rehearsal was needed. Their performance wasn't just acting, it was connection, empathy, and trust. Their interactions were so genuine that audiences found themselves swept away. Every look, every gesture felt real, not just scripted emotions but something deeper. It brought the drama to life and made it a social media sensation, drawing millions of fans worldwide. Sweet behind-the-scenes moments, small gestures, big meaning. During filming, fans often spotted Tan Songyun gently massaging Sukai's shoulder after long scenes. In return, he prepared warm water and lozenges when she had a sore throat. These weren't grand declarations, but they were acts of genuine care. They never tried to perform for the public. They simply looked out for each other when no one was watching. Once, when Tan Songyun tripped behind the scenes, Sukai immediately caught her, checking if she was okay and holding her hand until she smiled again. These quiet moments spoke louder than any scripted lines. Heartfelt words that moved fans. When asked about working with Tan Songyun, Sukai once said, "Acting with her feels like meeting someone who truly understands me." Meanwhile, Tan Songyun shared, "Among all my co-stars, Sukai is the one who makes me feel the safest." They didn't need to exchange many words, just a glance or a small gesture, and they understood each other perfectly. That level of compatibility is rare, even in real life. Their honest answers only fueled the belief among fans that their bond was something special. Online frenzy, fans go all in for the Songyun ship. It's no surprise that keywords like Sukai, Tan Songyun, fairy couple, and most beloved screen pair repeatedly topped search engines. From Weibo to YouTube, from forums to TikTok, fans couldn't get enough of their adorable chemistry. Dozens of fan groups and clubs were created solely to ship the couple. Every time they appeared in the same frame, the internet lit up. Their calm presence and gentle affection made them the ideal romantic duo in the eyes of many. Fans crafted endless fan edits, photo collages, and even romantic fanfics in their honor. They were seen as a symbol of love, pure, elegant, yet full of warmth. Every short video of Sukai gazing softly at Tan Songyun or reaching out with quiet care garnered millions of views in no time. No labels needed, they are the nation's couple. Though they'd never confirmed a relationship, Sukai and Tan Songyun are widely regarded as the nation's couple. Their quiet understanding, unspoken support, and heartwarming interactions are more telling than any public statement. Love doesn't always need a label or declaration. Sometimes, just the way two people look at each other or show up when it counts is enough. Their synergy wasn't limited to drama scenes, it extended to public events, variety shows, and quiet gestures off camera. Every silent nod, every shared laugh, painted a picture of a connection far deeper than friendship. Love doesn't need to be loud, it just needs to be real. In a noisy world where many relationships seem crafted for the cameras, Sukai and Tan Songyun created a peaceful haven. They didn't use romance to boost their fame, nor did they turn their bond into a marketing ploy. They simply showed up for each other, quietly and consistently. It's the kind of love that lingers, subtle, sincere, and unforgettable. Even those who weren't their fans couldn't help but feel something when watching them. From Sukai waiting backstage to Tan Songyun smiling brightly at him, these tiny moments carried profound meaning. This wasn't a love shouted from rooftops, it was a love felt with the heart. The quiet hope in every fan's heart. Even without a clear ending or a big reveal, fans hold on to the hope that someday Sukai and Tan Songyun might not just reunite on screen, but also in real life as a true couple. But even if that day never comes, what they've already given through.
Thanks for watching LVT Showbiz. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay tuned for more exciting stories from the world of Chinese celebrities. Leave your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear from you.